In the kitchen. Roman cooking might seem strange to us today. One common recipe involved cooking dormice in honey. Many of today's basic foods were not yet known. The Romans had no potatoes or tomatoes, and pasta had not been invented. Ordinary people ate simple foods such as bread, beans, lentils, and a little meat. Even wealthier Romans ate very little during the day. The main meal was dinner, page 46. Larger houses had chefs who made complicated dishes with herbs and sauces. The look of the food was as important as the taste. Grater. This modern-looking bronze grater was probably used for preparing cheese and vegetables. Mice like these robbed many a Roman kitchen. Cook's knife. Sharp knives were needed to carve meat. Wooden spoon. Wooden spoons such as this one from Egypt would have been found in almost every Roman kitchen. Market fare. This mosaic from Rome shows fish, poultry, and vegetables. Fresh fish was too expensive for most ordinary Romans. Mortar and pestle. The mortarium, or grinding dish, was made of tough pottery with coarse grit in the surface. It was used with a pestle, seen inside the vessel, to grind foodstuffs into powders, pastes, or liquids. Lip in mortarium for pouring out finished product. Reusable bottle. Glass bottles were used for trading valuable liquids. When empty, they were used to store food in the kitchen. Bronze saucepan. Many kitchen utensils were made from bronze. However, bronze contains copper, which can affect some types of food. The pan on the left has been coated with silver and tin to prevent this. Bronze strainer. Roman cooks used strainers like this one to drain boiled food and to separate juices and sauces. Utensil was hung up on kitchen wall by this hole. A Roman kitchen. This Pompeii kitchen scene shows a stove with bronze pans still on the surface, page 57. Roman stoves were fueled by wood or charcoal. Fish sauce. A popular ingredient in Roman cuisine was garum, a strong-tasting sauce made from fish, salt, and other ingredients. Garum, like olive oil and wine, was traded in amphorae, page 60. Celery was a popular vegetable in Rome. Thyme, juniper berries, coriander seeds, pepper, rue, oregano. The Romans used a variety of herbs in cooking, easily grown in the warm climate. A Mediterranean fish such as this one would have been used to make garum. A bun pan? This interesting utensil might have been used for making buns or for poaching eggs. A dinner party. After a day's work, which started at dawn, and a visit to the baths, page 38, the well-to-do Roman went home for the main meal of the day. Dinner, cena, normally started at 2 or 3 in the afternoon and lasted all evening. It was often more of a social event than a leisurely meal. There were frequently guests, with entertainment from clowns, dancers, or musicians between courses. People ate reclining on large couches that held up to 3 people. The couches were placed around 3 sides of a low table. The 4th side was left open so that slaves had room to serve the family and their guests. 18th century drawing of a Roman dancer with grapes. Glass bowl. The rich adorned their tables with fine glassware. Besides being beautiful, glass was popular because it was easier to clean than most pottery. Roman wine. There were many varieties of Roman wine, both dry and sweet. The Romans drank their wine mixed with water and sometimes added flavors such as honey. Wine was usually mixed with water, so was probably light in glass. Delicate patterns on side of cup. Bronze pitcher. Pitchers for wine and water were made from pottery, glass, bronze, or silver. A feast. This detail from a 19th century painting by Edward A. Armitage gives an impression of what a Roman banquet would have looked like. Wine cups. Decorated with graceful floral scrolls, birds, and insects, these beautiful silver cups originally had stems and feet. Samian pottery. Glossy red pottery called Samian ware was very fashionable in the 1st and 2nd century CE. Millions of these pitchers, platters, bowls, and cups were made in factories in Italy and Gaul and were shipped all over the empire. They were elegant, easy to keep clean, and designed to stack for easy transport and storage. A crate of Samian ware was found during the excavations at Pompeii, page 57. It had just been delivered from Gaul and had not even been unpacked. Samian platter with grapes. Samian wine pitcher. The Romans usually had fresh fruit for dessert, including figs. Samian cup. The dish is modern. Olives, wildly grown in the Mediterranean regions, were probably eaten as appetizers, just as they are today. Songbird surprise. On the right is a reproduction of an actual Roman dish from an original recipe. It consists of small songbirds served with an asparagus sauce and quail's eggs. The birds, in this case quails, would probably have been carefully arranged on a platter like this to delight and impress the host's guests. Asparagus tips for decoration.